Please, could you give me advice on how to not tilt because I played a jungle game while trying to learn and got camped and farmed all game by the enemy talent. It was mentally frustrating. So I think I'm just gonna turn this into more of a rant about tilting in general, and I'm going to frame this in a way to change your perspective on what it's like to play League of Legends and what it's like to get better and improve at the game. So first things first, let's just talk about tilts. Let's just talk about what it's like to get tilted, what that really means. So in general, tilt is just like a negative emotion. It doesn't really have to be like any specific emotion. It can be anger, it can be, like frustration. It could be like you're upset, maybe you're sad even, and it's like, I'm losing again. Some layer of like, fuck, this is just bad. This just feels like shit. So you feel bad. And I want to talk about why this is so common in League of Legends specifically, but also in general, like with any game. It's because you can immediately feel the effect of a loss. So a loss is equal to, a minus LP, minus MMR, minus your rank. And when you can see this loss so clearly in front of you, your mind immediately goes to this. I'm going to lose LP, I'm going to lose MMR, I'm going to lose my rank. And usually when this happens, it's really easy to just get stuck and it's really easy to just like, oh my god, like I'm in a game's going bad, I'm going to lose LP, I'm going to lose MMR, I'm going to lose my rank. And it's frustrating because because in life you don't see the negative effects of like one loss. Like, oh, I didn't drink water today. You don't see the effects of that. But in reality, if we were to like judge you based off your LP, MMR, and rank off like exercise, drinking water, getting outside to see sunlight, or all these other things that like do matter as well, you probably feel worse from those things too. But it's not that black and white in life. But in League of Legends, if you lose LP. So the first thing to do to deal with tilts, the best thing to do to deal with tilts is to not associate a loss as something bad. So a loss does not equal to anything bad. Usually people associate losing a game to something that's bad. You have to remove this layer of, losing a game is bad. And it's not easy, right? Because like I mentioned, losing equals to LP, MMR, you lose your rank. But here's the thing with League, and here's the thing with gaming, because this is applicable to all games. You need to learn. Like, there's no way around learning, experiencing new things, and that's the difference between someone who tilts, spirals, loses, and then goes back, and it kind of happens again. So you tilt, you lose the game from the tilt, or maybe you just lose the game anyway. You have a bad experience, and then you go back into another game, and you're tilted, and it just cycles over and over and over again. Now, it's not like this doesn't happen just because you got invaded, you got camped, or like the enemy was like smurfing. Maybe it was your teammates who were dying. Maybe like whatever it is. The thing that screws people over is what they're focused on. Mr. Keanu here is focused on the enemy talent, camping him, farming him all game. That's what he's focused on. So he is looking down this tunnel, and that's all he sees. He's in this box right now, and in the box, all he sees is I got camped, I was farmed, the enemy talent's shitting on me. And what we need to look at is how could we have done anything better? So when we say trying to learn, what did we try to learn? And in this game, what I would try to do is I got invaded once, maybe twice. I need to try to learn how to not die when I'm going to get invaded the third time, because he's going to come the third time. So the way you stop tilting is you actually have to stop caring about the win. The win/loss does not matter. What matters is, did we learn something? I think this is getting cut off because of my camera. Did we learn something? Did we learn? That's what matters. So is it learn? Yes or no? And if you learn something, you're a winner. If you lose, if you didn't learn anything, you're a loser. And you learning is 100% winnable every single game. You can always be a winner as long as you learn something. And what matters is how intentional you are. So if you want to learn in school, you need to be intentional. right? You need to like try to digest and process and figure out what it is that you do need to learn, what it is that you're lacking. What is it like in on this math test that's coming up? Let's say this math test. It's like, okay, so I need to learn the basics behind division, and I need to make sure I understand the three different ways to divide, or maybe my teacher showed me a fourth way to divide. So I'm going to learn and I'm going to, study, and I'm just going to do all my homework so I can eventually get to the test and pass the test with flying colors. But you're very intentional. You're very like thoughtful. I'm going to learn this way, this way, this way. And it's the same thing. When you load into a game, you need to learn. What are we trying to learn? We're trying to learn how to farm, how to fight. We're trying to learn how to gank. We're trying to learn how to balance it all. We're trying to learn how to not tilt. We're trying to learn how to learn. It's so funny, right? We need to learn how to learn. But I'll give you guys a fun story about tilt and frustration. I used to be a very toxic player. I was permabanned before in the past. I have been perma'd. I've been 2 weeked. I have been chat restricted probably like 5+ times. I have been through the ringer. I've been a toxic player. I've been on probation as a pro player. I have gotten fined as a pro player. I have it all. I used to be really toxic. I used to be very, very toxic. I actually watched Blue Lock, funny enough. And what I learned about the Blue Lock characters is they're all really good at this. They're all really good at this. That's it. They're just really good at, like, at least the people who rise to the top. They're really good at understanding that nothing else but them can improve, do better the next time. That's it. It's like, fuck, I missed this kick. Look at how good that guy is. Holy fuck, I need to lock in. I need to do better. That's all it is. So if you're tilted, it's because you're probably not focused on learning. When you start focusing on learning, taking accountability, and just improving for the next game, there should be way less tilt. Of course, you're still going to be emotional. Of course, you're still human. You're going to feel feelings. But when you start to just focus on learning, it's way, way, way easier to just play a game, learn, and it doesn't matter if you win or lose. So you have to detach yourself from ranking up. That's literally how it works. Detach yourself from ranking up, and then no matter what happens to you in your game, you will do better. And it's not easy. Don't get me wrong. It's not easy. It took me like about 6 months. 6 months to really get this right. I used to FF every single game. I used to type every single game. But there's solutions to this. One, you're not allowed to FF. Remind yourself this. Oh, I also used to negatively ping all the time. Somebody died, I'd question mark ping them for the rest of the game. Not once, the rest of the game. Anyway, so like, tell yourself these things. I will never negatively ping my teammates. 3 rules. Never negatively ping your teammates. Never FF, and turn chat off. I don't care how emotionally stable you think you are. If you tilt at all, turn chat off. I don't care how stable you think you are. Just turn it off. Just turn it off. People lie to themselves. Turn it off. And if you do those 3 things, and then you start focusing on learning, you'll do so much better. You'll do so much better. It will be so much better. Having party chat on is the best. Is the best by far. And again, this is me focusing on talking about tilt in general. This is just tilting. So the thing is, if you're stop autopiloting and you're intentional, autopilot's a key buzzer word here I should have mentioned, you will climb and do better and probably tilt less. So hopefully that was helpful.